For this discussion board, we had to choose one of the 8 axioms that are mentioned in chapter 10. The axiom that I chose was the first one, which is called verbal communication. This axiom tells how at the beginning of an encounter with a person, the verbal communication is usually very uncertain and glitchy. Because it's the first time ever speaking to this person, there's lots of uncertainties. You don't know them. You have to be careful what you're saying. Then it tells how, as the amount of verbal communication increases, as you keep talking to the person, the uncertainty of the conversation decreases. And as the uncertainty of the communication decreases, the amount of communication will also increase and get better. So it's increasing and it's also getting better in quality. The example that I chose to use for this was actually really recent, just today, as I was in Starbucks studying. I was set up at a big table with all my studying gear out and, getting into it. And there was this older man sitting across from me. And as soon as I sat down, he started asking me questions, how are you? What are you doing? What are you studying for? What school do you go to? Are you from here? Lots and lots of questions. And at first I was very uncertain and it was a little awkward because, well, I don't know the person and I was trying to concentrate. So at first it was, awkward, but he continued to conversate. So obviously I was, polite and conversated back. But so like as the time went on, we were both doing our own things and we both continued to kind of conversate. It definitely got easier as we were, talking more. The conversation definitely began to flow better. It didn't feel as awkward because it did at first. And then by the end, whenever I was just getting ready to leave, it didn't feel to me like an awkward verbal communication encounter at all. It just felt more like a friendly conversation with a fellow student, now acquaintance. And that's all.